Ich hab kein Fee, Football Cast, we're here to light the fire. Spin facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And so today we have our little preview show of USC versus Purdue, and we have a special guest. I was just recently on their show, the Boiler Express podcast. So go ahead and check out their channel. And are you guys on Spotify and everywhere else?
Yeah, we're on all that: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Facebook, whole 9 yards.
Awesome. Well, we have Chris from the Boiler Express podcast, and it was a pleasure being on this show. Definitely go ahead and check that out. We had a lot of fun, but we'll go ahead and go through our whole predictions and our offensive keys to success for the game. But let me go ahead and get the other guys in here. We'll talk about them and get them out of the way. So, of course, to my right, we got Mr. B. Jones. How's it going, B. Jones?
Right on, baby. Ready to get this thing going, man. My boys are gonna make up for last Saturday.
All right, and then we have the guy who runs our Twitch channel, Mr. Guns. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good, guys. Fight on.
How was the last game for Cal Southern Centaurs?
Yeah, we played Oregon. It was a tight one, 121-17. So we got the little brothers next tomorrow.
All right. And of course, to the bottom of me, he runs the streets of Los Angeles, Mr. Raul Flores. How's it going, Raul?
Going great. Fight on, guys.
All right, and we already introduced the special guest, Chris from the Boiler Express. How's it going, Chris?
Not doing too bad, man. Looking forward to having a good conversation.
All right, great. Well, like I said, so before we get started here, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Get the podcast out there to any Trojan fans that you feel like needs to hear from the fans' perspective here. But let's go ahead and get into the first quarter here. We'll go ahead and start with the offensive keys to success. And of course, we'll start with our guest here. So he'll give us the perspective of the offensive side for Purdue and give us his keys to success and also give us your MVP. So go ahead and kick us off, Chris.
All right, sounds good. Again, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. The big thing that I think for Purdue on the offensive side of the ball is establishing the run game to take pressure off of Ryan Brown and the receivers. Not that the receivers have been bad. They've made really good plays. They've looked decent. But again, it's against that competition, right? And having that good run game is going to shorten the game a little bit, give you guys less possessions to try and do your thing. There's obviously a talent disparity. We've brought in 82 players out of 120 that are brand new, be it freshmen or transfers. So it's a lot of work in progress. In terms of probably my MVP for that side of the ball is going to base off that is going to be the offensive line. You guys are doing really well at getting after the quarterback. And so we got to keep Ryan Brown upright and establish that run game to continue going forward.
Okay, I thought you would have gone with Maccabee, right?
Maccabee, yeah. I think Maccabee is maybe like a 1A, if you will.
Okay,
but I think everything's really going to be based off the trenches on both sides of the ball.
Okay, and did the past couple games, Southern Illinois and Ball State. How did Ryan do when it came to like pressure, or was there?
He did really well. He's actually there wasn't a lot of pressure on him. I can't remember the sack numbers off the top of my head. I'll try and find them real quick. But in terms of sacks, yeah, he only had one. They've only had one sack in 2 games.
Okay.
But it's again against a MAC school and FCS school, so it's kind of a little disparity there. But that being said, he's feeling pressure really well. He's getting out of the pocket and he can run. He's got good wheels on him, so yeah. I think he'll be decent with that. Yeah, he's got 55 yards on 16 carries this year for a 3.4 average, and 1 touchdown. So he's not doing terrible about running the ball and even like run specific plays for him. He's getting outside and doing good things.
All right. Any questions that the panel has for Chris when in regards to the offense for Purdue? Nothing. Going once.
I mean, what are your thoughts on Branch? I guess might be my question.
I like so again, competition, aside,
Yeah.
he's done a lot of really good things. I think he's running really crisp routes. I think, obviously, he's familiar with the offense, so that I think is a benefit. And he's just very, very locked in and playing really good football. Now, obviously, I want to see him do that against you guys in Notre Dame and some of the Power 4 schools, but I'll take what I can get. He's got 5 catches, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, for 2 games, that's not bad. I mean, he had in the first game against Ball State, he had 3 catches and 101 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, he's doing solid work, and his routes are crisp. He's got good hands, good size, speeds there. So I think he's doing well.
I agree.
All right. All right, let's go ahead and get into the offensive keys for USC. So we'll start with B. Jones.
All right, offensive keys for USC. Run the ball. We got to run the ball, man. So I think if we jump out into a lead early, a good lead early, it could get pretty ugly. And so that's I think we should be aiming for, man. We can jump out to a good lead early, we're good. But offensive player, are we going players too?
Yeah, go for MVP.
Say Waymo.
Waymo, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, go with guns.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like they have an aggressive defense, so we definitely need to be aware who's blitzing and not. Just need to continue what we've been doing the first 2 games. I do expect to see more carries from Waymo than the first 2 games. Again, kind of like what I mentioned in the past, didn't want to put the tread on the tire. So as we get into the Big Ten, keep that going. But I do think, we'll be able to pass as well on this defense. And then for my MVP, I'd have to agree with B. Jones. It'd be Waymo.
All right. Roll.
Just kind of what I've been saying the first 2 games, just making sure that we keep Jedin Maaba, pressure free basically. So expecting the O-line to do their job and, keep this defense and, just keep them on their side of the ball, right? We can't afford them to penetrate and get to Maaba. And if we do that, I do believe, we'll be able to cover the spread. No disrespect, Chris, but
I will say this.
USC team.
I will say this. That spread was a little obnoxious. Just for the simple fact that, like, I always have this opinion of, like this is a new team, right? You give us that spread last year, 100%. I totally agree. But I don't know. I was like, I saw that spread 19.5 bumped up to 21.5. I was like, okay, now this is ridiculous.
I think it went down to 20.5 now.
Oh, did it? Oh, cool,
Yeah.
sweet.
And before I give my opinion, my statement here, Preston has a question for you. Do you think Nitro Tuggle will reach his potential?
I think he can. I think he's just got to learn that offense a little bit, and kind of do some of those things. He's not been bad. His routes are good. I think is just getting comfortable with everything, right? Again, we brought in so many new players that everybody just kind of has to figure each other out. So I'm really glad we played some lower level teams to kind of solidify that a little bit, because last few years, that first 2 or 3 games of the season has been rough. But he's shown flashes. I mean, I just have stats somewhere. Dang it. It was like I'm on the wrong page. That's why. He's got 4 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. 29's is long. He got his first touchdown last Saturday. So he's not doing bad. I think he's developing well. He's just got to continue to do that development.
All right.
And then BCB, or go ahead, you can read that comment.
Okay, no worries. And of course, shout outs to our guy Kristen with the $5 dono. He says, "Guns, you found me on IG. Thanks for being my friend. I had to harass BC for a month to accept my." So, I'm not on IG that often. I don't know. Like I think I've said it plenty of times that I'm not on IG. But hey, I finally checked and I accepted your friend request. So we are friends now. So I don't know why you constantly attack me, but it is what it is. But yep.
And do you want to read Kristen's comment before I finish my thought here?
All right, cool, fine. We'll go with
Chris
Chris from Purdue. Are you concerned with having a team full of transfers and not top talent outside of starters on roster? How do you think your depth will hold up in the second half?
I think that's yet to be seen a little bit in terms of how the depth's going to hold up, because we really haven't been pushed there. I will say that the strength and conditioning seems a lot better this year than it has in years past. We came out of camp really healthy, which is something we haven't had in a while. So that gives me a little bit of hope for the strength and conditioning side of things. In terms of having a team full of transfers and not top talent outside the starters, I think that's just something that they're just going to have to deal with, being that they came off a 1-11 season last year. But I will say Barry Odom's very straightforward. He said it's not right to the seniors to see this season as a building year to next season or the year after. They want to win now, and Odom's confident that he can win now. And really, we've kind of talked in our group chat for the podcast that really the season kind of starts with this game. We know that they are functional human beings and can play football against medium level teams. Now let's do it against a big school and see what we can get into.
Yeah. Well, like USC has had the same kind of situation when Lincoln Riley first came in. We had a lot of transfers, and we had some early success going from for that first season. But yeah, go ahead, Raul. Go and finish your statement.
I'll make it quick. Just kind of what B. Jones and Guns alluded to, having a balanced attack. If we can keep that, I think, it'll be favorable for us. And my MVP, I would have to go with Jaden Mayaba again.
You're going to stick with Jaden Mayaba until he proves you otherwise, right?
Until he proves me otherwise. That's my dark horse for Heisman.
All right. So for me, I do honestly think that we need to have the same kind of play calling like last week with even when there is kind of some issues, a turnover early on with Wayman having that fumble. We just need to keep pounding the rock, and until they decide to stop us on the ground, that's when Jaden can show off his newfound talents of being more kind of just like more decisive when it comes to his throws and not making any kind of ill-advised throws, and just utilizing those amazing wide receivers that we have in Makai and Jacoby. So I just think we need to be more balanced, more run the ball. Feel like more like maybe 60-40 when it comes to the spread of running over pass. So I just think that Lincoln Riley just needs to really trust the offensive line that they have improved much more considerably since we had Josh Henson. So yeah. And for my MVP, I'm going to go with Jaden for this one. I feel like he's going to continuously prove that the naysayers wrong in this game, and we're going to get our first road. Well, I'm not going to spoil that here. We'll wait to the predictions on that.
Oh, I do have a question for you in reference to that we'll get to when we get into the predictions of things.
All right, so moving on, unless we have any more, one final statement before we move on to the second quarter. Going once, going twice. All right, we're going to the second quarter. So defensive keys to success. So of course we're going to go ahead and start with our special guest, Chris. Go ahead and give us the keys and MVP for the defense.
I think being aggressive on defense. We've seen a lot more aggression out of that defense this year than we have in years past. The defensive coordinator, which of course it escapes me right now and I can't think of why. Oh, Mike Scherr. who was with Barry Odom at UNLV. So they are very comfortable with each other. We brought a few pieces of that UNLV defense over here. So I think, and I have noticed that we seem to really mix up the pressures and the movement on the defensive line. There's a lot of stunts and twists and things like that, which can really get things a little confusing for the offensive line. Our DBs are actually are physical but smart, right? We are at a point where I know I want to say last year or last game, we only had 2 or 3 penalties where normally we're at like 8 or 9. So the discipline's gotten a lot better, especially on the pass interference side. Now, we'll see how that is against a better competition, if guys are getting beat and starting to hold and push and pull, on the outside. In terms of the MVP, I'm going to say the defensive end Correa is going to be, he's got that motor that reminds me of some of the great defensive ends that Purdue's had in years past, be it Ryan Kerrigan or George Karlaftis or some of those guys. He's just got a motor to him. He's all go, no quit, and he's a stout, squared away dude, and I like him a lot. And I think one last thing. I think, honestly, we had a lot of issues last week with a little bit more of a mobile QB. So I think that since your guys' QB appears, at least according to stats, he doesn't seem like he gets out and runs the ball like a horse. I think trying to keep him in that pocket and really getting pressure up that middle to close that pocket in on him is going to be probably our biggest key.
All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll go in reverse order now. So let's start with Raul.
Yeah, I mean, as you guys, a lot of USC fans were talking about it throughout the week after the conclusion of last week's game. Our front seven needs to do a better job containing the run. So that's going to be my key to the success, making sure that we contain it's a Maccabee. Am I pronouncing his?
Maccabee.
Mm-hmm. He averages 4 yards per carry. So if we can contain him and make Purdue a one-dimensional team, I think it'll benefit us on Saturday. So I think that would be my keys to success. And I would have to go my MVP. I'm going to have to go with Cam Fountain.
All right. Moving on to Guns.
Yeah, definitely. Need to have secondary communication on the wraps, or a guy like Armand Branch who will take it to the house. They're a balanced offense. They like to use the wildcat at times in the red zone. I've seen they like to work off the play action as well when the run game is going. So with that, I would like to see us stack the box, right? Ensure the running game is non-existent, because that's how their offense can get going. And obviously they want to keep our offense off the field and limit the possessions. Got to keep in mind, though, right, the QB likes to run, so need to be aware of that. And they're going to be aggressive. At times they're going to go for 4th down. So just need to be aware of just all those different situations and outcomes that can happen in this game. MVP, I'm going to go Anthony Lucas. He's coming off his 2-sack performance. I'm sorry, B. Jones. And, I think he's going to definitely be a key part in the run game and on 3rd downs. All
right. Good pick. B. Jones.
Raul stole my first one. Guns got my second. Come on, man. But
he's
no,
down
I'm just going to
end.
Yeah. So I'm going to piggyback off these guys, man. Yeah, obviously we need to stop the run. We want to make Ryan Brown a little one, want to make him beat us with his arm, basically. So, I said that we jump out to a big lead, they're going to have to throw the ball. So I'm going to stick with that. Our pass rush is going to be key this game. It looks much more improved. That's why I had 1 and 2 as my picks. So I'll go with 3, man. Braden Shelby.
All right. For me, I'm going to have to say gap containment. Our linebackers are going to need to attack the A gap, B gap, or whatever, because I feel like they're kind of a little bit slow when it comes to diagnosing that portion of it, and that's why they kind of get those quick 4-yard gains or whatever. I really think that they need to be better at that and diagnosing the play if it's going to be a pass or the the option or whatever. And also know your assignment. Don't have any mental mistakes when it comes to our DBs. We can't have those kind of issues when it comes to having Mike Jack out there and Branch out there and a guy with the name Nitro, which I think is probably one of the next to King Miller, the second coolest name to have. So, but we just need to clean up the mental situation when it comes to our defense, because I really think that we have the defense to be able to keep up with the best offenses out there. So, and for my MVP, and shout out to Russ here from the Boiler Express, I'm gonna go with Eric Gentry. I feel like because you guys say that Ryan Brown is a kind of a mobile quarterback or so. I think with a guy who is 6'5" and who can run sideline to sideline, I think Eric Gentry is going to be kind of in charge of making sure that Ryan doesn't get out of the pocket and start scrambling and running around or so. So I think he's going to be the one that's going to be kind of spying on him. And I know he's going to be, of course, dropping back, and he's a hard guy to throw over. So I'm going to give it to Gentry. You guys took all the defensive ends that are starting for us that have had sacks. So I'll go with the linebacker at this point. So, but yeah, all right. Any last?
I will ask, have you guys had issues in your secondary with just like missing assignments or busted coverages?
Communication.
Okay.
We would say like
not passing off guys right and stuff like that.
Exactly, like knowing who needs to cover who. They'll be pointing at one other person, like, "Hey, this was your guy," or whatever. Like, you can see like that they were there was that miscommunication on who was supposed to have what. So.
Those early game first season squirreliness where things are a little loose.
So far, it's been between a couple of transfers. Who are just learning. So.
And like what you were saying before, like you guys have a lot of new players. We're trying, and you guys are treating the first two games as like making sure you got the right people out there. That's kind of what we've been doing with our first two games, is trying to figure out who's our best set of like DBs, offensive linemen, whoever is kind of the preseason, like I was saying before.
I will say, reference that question earlier about the transfers and not top tier talent outside the first unit. I think it was interesting. Barry Odom said either at the beginning of the season or during camp or something, but the first string and the fifth string are all getting the same amount of reps. Okay. So if first string runs 20 plays, fifth string runs 20 plays. So everybody's getting the same amount of knowledge and practice, which I think is actually an interesting way to do it. And especially in a situation when you got so many transfers and trying to develop your depth and talent at the second and third string level.
All right. Any last words for the defensive side of it before we move on to our final predictions and we'll our final thoughts as well?
I think Preston had a question for Chris.
Okay.
Where is it here?
544 comment.
This one right here?
Yep.
See the Arden Breeze, Rose Bowl team, Big Ten title team, Saturday, who's the top three Purdue? Ooh. That's such a hard question. We did talk about it a little bit before. For me personally, I'm going to say Drew Brees. I mean, he is the GOAT for Purdue. And then probably Bob Greasy's another one. I like Greasy a lot. He is very, very cool. Just what he did at the time, in the late 60s and how he played. And then to go on to the NFL and have the only undefeated team ever play in the NFL. So I thought that was always cool. And then it's probably a tie for third would be between Stu Schweigert, because he was my favorite player when I was growing up. Super chill guy. Like, I actually talk to him regularly now, and he's a super squared away awesome dude. And then Rod Woodson, just because of all the things he had done in his career, both at Purdue and in the NFL. And he's still such a big part of the university, and a lot of guys like him and stuff. So I think that'd probably be my 3.5, my top 3.5.
Yeah. Shout outs to Stu. He was cool to see in chat yesterday. So shout outs to him.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
But all right, let's go ahead and move on to our final predictions here and our final thoughts. So give us everything that you feel like is going to have that's going to happen in this game. Like what do you feel like is going to happen? So we'll go ahead and give you the floor there, Chris.
Oh, this sucks. I always suck at these. So I don't think Purdue wins, but I think they cover the spread. I think it's going to be one of those classic Purdue games at Ross-Ade Stadium, which is, while it's not as big as y'all stadium, it can get pretty loud and pretty rowdy, and they do a really good job of. The crowd is very smart when it comes to situational football. Like, they pay attention, they stand up, especially being a 3:30 game. You're going to have a lot of people get there early and be super excited to go. Students are going to be rowdy. They've been drinking since 7 in the morning because we have Breakfast Club. If you didn't know, we have Breakfast Club in West Lafayette, where all the bars open up at 7 o'clock in the morning. All the students and people get dressed up in costumes and go into the bars and drink all day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've been doing that since the 80s, I think. 80s, 70s, something like that.
I was actually going to ask you, what are some like pre-game traditions or in-game traditions for Purdue? So that's one of them?
Yeah, that's one of them. That's big more for the students, obviously. I mean, my 37-year-old behind's not getting out into the bars at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll just be drinking at the tailgate. But no, so that's one of them. We also have the All-American Marching Band. They do like a pregame concert on Slater Hill, which is like our big amphitheater area, which a lot of people go to, and that's a lot of fun. In game, we do shout between the third and fourth quarter. It's a hot topic amongst Purdue. It's like 50-50. 50% want it gone, 50% want it to stay. But if you see it at a night game, or probably this game, it gets super rowdy after shouting. It's a good time. Those are probably the 3 big ones that I can think of.
Why do they want it gone?
Because they think it's dorky and that it doesn't energize the crowd. And I'm like, look at Oregon when they do shout, or look at Purdue when we do shout in a night game. It gets ridiculous.
Yeah, like is it Iowa that has their I forgot what song they do or whatever, or is it Wisconsin? I think Wisconsin has a song too. But
Jump around.
Yeah. And then Michigan does Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, like those are cool. Those are cool traditions. So
yeah. I just think people just need to chill out, like calm down. Anyway, in terms of the game, I think it has I don't think it's going to be like a crazy blowout by a stretch. I think what you'll probably see is it be a close game into the third quarter, and then maybe Purdue's depth starts to slack off, and I think like a 34-20 game or something like that.
Okay. All right.
We'll make you nervous for a little bit.
All right. Guns.
Yeah, it's my final thoughts. As we know, it's our first road game of the year. It wasn't great for us last year, so just kind of getting over that hump, I think, is probably a big thing that I would say the staff and the players are looking forward to, and they've probably been talking about. I would say. I am interested to see what Henson and Odom can provide, given their connections with the staff and Jaden, right? Odom's coach Jaden. Henson was part of our staff, so just curious if we see some things throughout the game that we find out after, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. My prediction will be 42-17 Trojans.
All right.
I do have a question real quick before we get going. I wanted to ask this. I forgot. What is your guys' opinion on this like Eastern time zone game bug that you guys had last year? It seemed like you struggled a little bit with some of those games that were east of the Mississippi, and is that anything that kind of sit in the back of your guys' minds that are making you a little nervous?
Well, we struggled with every away game that we had in the Big Ten, so yeah, it's definitely something that's in the back of our head. We think about it a lot, and we keep kind of trying to ask Lincoln Riley to change up his kind of strategy when it comes to traveling to these different time zones. And we found out yesterday that we're traveling on a better plane, and they're going to be focusing a lot more on sleep, but they're still leaving Friday,
which is bananas to me.
Yeah.
That is insane. Like, I don't know, if I was a coach, I would be like, we're leaving Tuesday, we'll find a local high school to practice at, and we'll figure it out, because that time change, like, I've been out to Vegas in California before, like, that time change is completely screws me up.
Yeah,
I was hoping like a 3:30 kick is what, 11:30 in the morning for you guys?
Yeah,
12:30.
I was hoping for at least maybe Thursday, leaving on Thursday or so, but It is.
I kind of go back and forth with the whole Friday thing because I mean, NFL teams do leave the day before. Obviously, they're NFL teams, but I mean, normally these programs in general do ask the NFL teams in their state, on kind of advice with travel and stuff like that. So,
but we did see, I guess,
see.
a lot of
We'll
the former Pac-12 teams seemed to struggle when they came east. Oregon had an issue,
Absolutely,
Washington and UCLA, but UCLA's just got a bunch of issues. We got the UCLA connection, so I'll mess with it.
Yeah, but to answer your question, I mean, that's one of our biggest concerns as fans. A lot of fans have that concern because, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but weren't we just talking about that, or you guys found a stat that USC is like 0-9 or 0-10 for the past games, right? Playing Eastern Standard Time Zone or Central?
Wow, I did not realize that. That's tough.
Yeah, it's definitely a concern, and I'm hopefully, whoever Lincoln Riley spoke to about this whole situation, I hope he got it right for once, but we'll see.
So it's over 14. That's the stat. I
over 14 is crazy.
I got to be honest with you. From a player's perspective, right? I'll talk to other players about, former players about it. Yeah, it's a thing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It is a thing, but not as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. The game is still football. Football is still played on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, you got to take care of your nutrition and your sleep, which Lincoln said, they'll be focusing more on. But once you step on that field, man, it's go time. You're not even thinking about that stuff.
Yeah.
One. Two, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in fall camp, Lincoln had practices at various times for this reason.
True, yeah.
You guys catch that?
Yeah, he would start early in the morning, late at night. I think we had one that started like at 7 or 8 o'clock at night or whatever.
Yeah. So, shock these guys' bodies a little bit, get them used to it. So that, and, plus the new improvements that he plans to make. Let's see how it works out. But I think more so our struggles were just more of a, talking to Chris, we had this conversation earlier. It's just more, sorry, not you, Chris.
No, yeah. No, you're good.
Our struggles are more a discipline thing, man, and missing assignments as far as, and not being able to finish because of, the lack of depth we had on the road. So, when you go on the road, that's exactly what you need. So,
yeah. All right. And who are we on right now? B. Jones. Or are we on, because Guns, you went with your final prediction, right?
Yeah.
For me, yep.
All right. So we'll go with B. Jones then.
Final prediction. Guns took the score right out of my mouth, man. 42-17. I think we jump out early in this one, man.
All right. And any thoughts that you want to like for the game?
Thoughts of how I think it'll go?
Or just your final thoughts of the game, or anything at all.
No, I think I've said everything, man.
All right, Raul, your turn then.
I expect Chris to have a tough second half watching this game. I'm just joking, Chris.
No, you're fine.
I'm just joking. I mean, final thoughts. I do expect a balanced attack from Lincoln Riley. That's what he's been doing the first 2 games. So I expect a little bit of the same here on this third game. Interested to see if the running game is working really well, if he sticks to just running the ball. So I'm curious to see that, since we have 2 first rounders in terms of wide receivers in our group. It's hard to not want to pass the ball, right? So curious to see that, but I expect USC to play clean on the offensive side of the ball, minimal penalties, and to move the ball. And in terms of score prediction, I'll go 45 to like 20.
All right, and shout outs to Mama right here. Love you, Mom. But so for me, I just feel like USC just needs to be more disciplined for this game. I feel like after the last game, I think Danton is definitely has got these guys right. I'm sure they did win sprints like Syracuse, maybe, I don't know, but I just feel like he was really frustrated with the lack of communication, the lack of discipline that happened in that last game. We can't have 3 illegal hands to the face on defense. So I definitely feel like discipline was probably a huge focus for this game. So for the final score predictions here, I can see different options here when it comes to it. If we don't have the lack of discipline, then I think Purdue can score, especially with the receivers that they have. But if we have the discipline, I'm going to go with 48-28. That is if we have the discipline, and I feel like they'll keep it close in the first half. So shut up, beatdowns. But I just think I don't care. But I just think that our talent is just too much, and I think our defense will get right, and just as long as there's not too much discipline issues, then I think we'll be fine. So
I think that's the one good thing that I like that Barry Odom's doing with this Purdue team that necessarily that Walters didn't do, is he's built his offense and his play calling around the players he's got and put them in a position to succeed, versus Walters was really bad about that. He was trying to shove that square peg in a round hole, and it wasn't working. He was trying to make these kids do one thing when they just weren't built physically or capability wise to do those plays. So I think it'll be good to see going up against a good team.
Let me just address Trojan Fight for a second. I don't know. Yeah, Alex Graham is still a no-go from what I heard, but the Brian Jackson thing, Brian Jackson is full go. He's ready to go. I'm not sure where you got the doubtful thing from.
Yeah, he was practicing yesterday. I haven't checked what they said about practice for today, but I think he should be good to go at this point. So we'll definitely have him for the goal line portion of it. So, but yeah. All right. Well, Chris, we really appreciate you joining the show today, and
thank you for having me.
We'll definitely have to do this again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Go ahead and tell the chat where they can find you, where they can find your podcast, and go ahead and give us your last words.
All right. So the podcast on X is there, Boiler Express _ because somebody stole the original Boiler Express. We couldn't get it. In terms of, we're everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, X, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We stream live every Tuesday night at 9-ish. And then within a day or two, they get uploaded onto the podcast sites. So, that's where we're at, and we run around, do our thing. And I think it will be a good game, at least majority of it, on Saturday. And, I'm super hopeful for an upset, because I think that changed the trajectory of our year. And I think that's going to build confidence. And I know it's a long shot, right? Like, I'm not naive to that fact, but if we were able to pull out some luck and get a win on Saturday, I think that changes the trajectory and predictions of how this season goes moving forward.
Well, I'm sure I can speak for the rest of the guys that we'll be rooting for you guys next week.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Honestly, I would be willing to lose this week in order to win next week, because I'm going to that game up in Notre Dame. So,
you're going to that game?
Yeah. So it'll be a good time.
My wife is trying to convince me to go to the Purdue game. So,
yeah.
Is there any place that if I do somehow get convinced, is there any place that I should eat?
It's called Triple X. It's a little, it's a root beer place that Triple X root beer is what they're famous for, but they have a bunch of handmade burgers and breakfast and all that type of stuff. They've been on Diners, Drives-In, and Dives on Food Network before, and been there for, I want to say, since the 40s.
Wow.
Like it's a staple in West Lafayette. If I suggest anything, that's a place to go. It's got that diner feel. Like you walk in and it's like a U-shaped seating around the kitchen, and
nice.
got stools that sit there and stuff. Yeah, it's super cool.
So
Well, if she talks me into it, I might go ahead and. But
And Chris, just let the team, let the Purdue team know to just rest up for next week, man.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. You guys make sure you guys get like plenty of sleep and like maybe oversleep a little bit Saturday.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you having we appreciate you coming on the show, and we'll have to do this again. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Thanks, you guys too. Have a good one. Boiler up.
All right, too. Likewise.
Oh,
later, Raul.
All right. Okay, so that was the Boiler Express podcast. Those guys are fun. Definitely go ahead and check them out. They're really fun to talk to. But yep, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the show, and we'll do a little halftime after the third quarter here. So we got a recruiting with guns segment here. We haven't had a recruiting with guns in a while, so go ahead and the floor is yours, Guns.
Yeah, just a few things. From our past game, we had visitors, right? We had a lot of 27 kids. Gavin Williams, safety, local, California. Loved his visit. We just continue to, ramp the recruiting with that. And Peyton Houston, that's somebody that we've talked in the past about. We were leading at one time, and it does sound like we're not leading anymore. So don't expect him to pick USC on the 15th. If you haven't heard, he is announcing his commitment on the 15th of this month. And it does sound like it will be Oklahoma. Again, staff's going to take their time on who will be the 27 QB. I've heard a name, Israel Adams, I believe was the full name, kid out of Illinois. But they're looking at a few other options. Don't know the names or anything like that. So apologies for, if you're wondering. But I mean, for me personally, I don't think it's a huge need to have a 27 QB. It's always good to have a QB every class, but I mean, there's a good chance that Jaden Maeva comes back next year, right? And then you have Longstreet and Jonas behind him. So we'll see. And at the end of the day, we got Lincoln, so any QB is a good option.
Yeah. It would definitely suck to not get Houston. If you haven't seen his tape, he has a good arm. So
yeah,
it is what it is. But they got that momentum after that Michigan game, and I guess their offensive coordinator has a good relationship with him. So
yeah, definitely worked a lot behind the scenes. So
I like what Trojan Fight said. Venables took a pay cut for Houston. So yeah. But we're definitely in good hands when it comes to quarterbacks right now. We have Jonas Williams. We have, of course, like you said, that Jaden might be able to come back. Who knows? If we take a huge step forward and maybe make the playoffs at this point, then I definitely could easily see him coming back just to finish the job at that point. Right. And then Hassan Longstreet, we all know that he's been killing it in these games that he's been able to appear in. So we'll see. We'll definitely have to see. But yeah. All right, let's move on to the college football predictions. So
yeah, real quick, just wanted to pop the Trojan Fight comment. I mean, I guess you say there's some speculation. From what we hear is, again, USC's in great hands with Booby Feaster. There was rumors that he was going to go to the OU game with Peyton. That didn't happen. Again, he's going to be at the Michigan game at home. So, I mean, I wouldn't really worry right now until we start hearing more stuff. Again, recruiting changes at a second, obviously. So you just got to hold on and enjoy the ride. But I feel good.
All right. Yeah. And so, Guns, go ahead and give us how the team has been doing, or how we've been doing when it comes to these CFB predictions.
Yeah, so 2 weeks through. I'm won last week, Raul won the first week. I am leading overall. B. Jones and BC are tied for second, and then Raul is dead last right now through 2 weeks. But hey, it's a new week, Raul. New week, bro. You got this. But yeah, let's get into it. So
I don't know why the guys are laughing. Who took week 1 and who took week 2, right? So until you guys win a week, I want to hear it.
No matter if you win a week, you last.
It don't matter. I won week 1.
Let's see. It all matters at the very end of the season. It doesn't matter if you won week 1. Who cares? It's all who comes out on top at the very end.
Let me just say this: if you ain't first, you're last.
But
Yeah, and that's you right now.
yeah, you're last right now.
You too.
No, either way, you can't talk when you're in the back of the line right now.
All right, guys, let's get into week 3. We got some good games on our board. So first one here is a Friday game, Indiana State at Indiana. Anybody taking Indiana State?
Nope.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Next one here, New Mexico at UCLA. We're going to go around the board here just in case. I'm going to go UCLA. They do get their first win here. The spread is 15.5 if anyone was curious. So, Raul, who
It
do you
looks like
got?
it dropped down. It looks like it dropped to 14.5 now.
Okay, wow, okay.
14.
Raul, who do you got?
And if UCLA doesn't win, I don't know if they'll win a game at all this year. So I have them winning this game.
Okay.
Wow.
B. Jones?
Same.
Okay, perfect. And BC?
Wow. Why don't you say wow? Let me see you, Blackiechainz.
You know what? Should I be different?
I don't know.
Go ahead and be different on this one, so you can.
Go for it, man.
You know what? Fine. I don't care. I'm still going to end up winning the whole season. So
Okay.
I'm going to go with New Mexico.
All right.
New Mexico. We got
Yes,
New Mexico. Okay. Next
I'm
one
sure
here.
there's going to be more New Mexico fans there anyway.
Probably. All right. Next game is on Big Ten, Big Noon kickoff. Excuse me. Oregon at Northwestern. Anybody picking Northwestern?
No.
Okay. Next one here is Wisconsin at Alabama. Anybody gonna pick Wisconsin? I'm gonna go Bama here.
I'm going
Yeah,
Bama.
I'm going.
Yeah, Bama, but
Okay,
I wouldn't be
okay.
surprised.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. All right, next one is Central Michigan at Michigan. Reminder: Sharon Moore is not coaching this game. I'm gonna go still Michigan. Anybody going Central Michigan?
No.
Now,
Okay, didn't think so. Houston Christian at Nebraska. Anybody going Houston Christian?
what is that?
What?
Are they playing a church? They're playing a church?
I think so.
No, is
It
this
sounds like we're all Nebraska.
is this the Timu version of Texas Christian TCU?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
What division do they play at?
Yeah. It's an
E3.
interesting game. All right, next one is Towson at Maryland. Anybody picking Towson? That's how you say it.
Are we the SEC right now or something?
Right? No, exactly. Just wait until you got some other ones here. This will be a good one. Villanova at Penn State. Anybody picking Villanova?
No. Golly.
All right. Next one here is Norfolk State at Rutgers. Any Norfolk State?
Ooh, Mike Vick, let's go, baby.
Oh, is that Vic's school?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
But no,
Still.
I'm not gonna.
so no.
No. Okay, we're going. Okay. Next one here is Youngstown State at Michigan State. Anybody not choosing Michigan State?
Nah.
No, is this cupcake?
All right. Yeah, it's
Are we still in week 1?
Yeah, pretty much. The good ones are coming up here soon with the non-Big Ten. But okay, Ohio at Ohio State. Anybody picking Ohio State?
This is going to literally come down to my pick against New Mexico and UCLA, I feel like.
Pretty much, right? All right, next here, 2 more before we get into a good Big Ten game. But Western Michigan at Illinois. Any Western Michigan fans or pick winners? All right, I didn't think so. And then lastly, for the bad ones is UMass at Iowa. Any UMass picks here? All right, didn't think so.
I
All
was not even paying attention. He's just literally looking down right now.
right. All right, here comes some good ones. The last Big Ten game, Minnesota traveling to Cal. This is a 2.5 spread right now. I am gonna go Cal here. I love the young lefty. We know the travel. Again, this is obviously not just us. This was a factor in Big Ten and travel in general. So I like Cal this game. Raul, who do you got?
Yeah, give me Cal. The freshman quarterback's been doing well, and forget Minnesota.
All right, B Jones.
It's at Cal.
Yes,
Yeah.
Zach Cal.
It's at Cal, yeah.
This could be the difference for you, B Jones.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cal as well.
You got Cal?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it'll be close, though. I think
BC,
it'll
what
be
you
good.
got? You supporting
Jake.
your state? Or no?
I like JKS a lot. Like JKS is a good quarterback. He's a freshman. It's at Cal.
You're gonna go against your home team, BC?
Hey, you
Come
live in
on.
Minnesota. Are you sure you're gonna be able to do this? You might get hit upside the head with a juicy
Hey, man,
Lucy, man.
It's a close game, so this could either make your week or break it.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
You are okay.
I'm gonna go
Wow.
with Minnesota.
Good for you, man.
All right, Minnesota for BC. Going different. All right, guys. So that was the Big Ten. We got a handful of non-Big Ten games, which we're about to go over here right now. So the first one here is Georgia at Tennessee. The spread currently is 3.5 Georgia. This is an interesting game. I mean, I've kind of gone back and forth since putting this on the board. I'm going to go Tennessee. I think, again, I just feel more comfortable with Tennessee's offense right now. Raul.
This is tough, but Georgia's been beating the crap out of Tennessee for the past few years, right?
It's at
So-
Tennessee.
Yeah, I know. So I feel like this is a year that Tennessee plays inspired football with the whole Nico situation. Joey Aguilar will play very inspired football, so I'll go Tennessee.
Okay, Tennessee for Mr. Raul. B. Jones.
It's at Tennessee. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the home team, man.
What you got? Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. And then BC.
I think I'm gonna. I might regret a lot of my picks this week. So.
Going
this-
Georgia.
Like I said, this could be the reason why you win, actually. So it's
Yeah,
not
could
just
be the
got
reason,
that, yeah.
or it could be the reason why I take a 3-loss week or a
Yeah.
3-game loss week. Because I've been picking the opposite from you guys, except for all those week 1 games. But it's at Tennessee.
Yes.
Tennessee's been running up the scoring. I like the story of Tennessee with their quarterback situation going on.
Hey, don't take that away from me. Come on.
Like they won 72-17 against East Tennessee State.
Come on, they're gonna play old Rocky Top.
I'm gonna go with Georgia.
All right, Georgia for Mr. VC. Okay, next one here.
I'm screwed.
Next one here is Texas A&M at Notre Dame. This spread, just so everyone is on the same page, is 6.5 Notre Dame. This is a big one, right? Coming off the loss, they're coming off a bye. Notre Dame, give me unfortunately the Fighting Irish for this one, boys.
Wow.
Raul, who you got?
Unfortunately, like you said, it's a must-win game for Notre Dame to stay in playoff contention. Because if they lose these 2 major games, I think they're pretty much out of the playoff picture to an extent.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I have to go Notre Dame.
Okay. B Jones.
What he said. I won't say, but what he said.
The home team. All right. Perfect. All right. All right. BC, who you got?
Go ahead and do it. You want to do it.
I kind of want to, but
Might as well do it. It could either make you win. Right now, you're the only one that's picked differently, so it could make you win.
yeah, you guys are all sheep.
Don't listen to Raul, man. He just don't want to be in last place.
I know he wants me to be the one in last place, which with the last 3 picks that I've done, I'm pretty
Not
sure I'm gonna
necessarily. You could win.
That's college
That
football. You
Minnesota
never know,
game
man.
is close. That Minnesota
Yeah.
game is very close, and then the Georgia Tennessee one could go either way too. So it's not like
Yeah.
our picks are right.
Yeah.
don't try to hype me up here. I know what I picked. I
Their
know what I
only
picked.
questionable pick is that UCLA New Mexico, and I feel like UCLA should win that game, but you never
They
know.
should. Let's go with Notre Dame.
All right. Clean sweep over here with Notre Dame. Oops.
Okay.
All right. Next
That
game
being
here.
said, now I hope they lose.
I'm going to
since we all
kick myself
picked
if Notre Dame loses.
I hope they lose now because we all
That's
picked
fine.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Let them lose.
All right. Next one here is Vandy at South Carolina. Spread is 4.5 for the South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm going to go Lenore Sellers and South Carolina for this game. Raul.
Can't do Diego Pavia like that, Guns. Come on, it's a Pavia versus Sellers fight. Who do you have? Main
Mhm.
event. Unfortunately, I have to go Sellers.
Okay. B Jones.
Although Lenore Sellers hasn't been too impressive yet so far this season, I think this is a game that he's going to get together, man. So, yeah, I'm going to go South Carolina.
Okay.
Little
All
West
right.
Coast.
And then, perfect. BC, what you got?
South Carolina.
Okay, perfect. All right. Next one here is a Friday game, I believe. Yes, Friday game. We got Colorado at Houston.
Oh, you're going with that game.
Houston is the favorite. 4.5 is the spread. I am going to go Houston Cougs.
So I guess we could answer this for Fight on Natties
Oh.
then.
Yes.
Because why is Colorado Circus still getting national televised games? Because it's Dion. Like what I said, because it's Dion.
Yeah, that's because Dion, yeah.
And
Raul,
everyone's falling in love with that quarterback that they have right now because he's
stop, man.
Martin Luther Staub or whatever. Like, what the F is that? He had a dream that he played for Dion.
All right.
Yeah,
Raul, who you got?
I'm gonna have to go Houston.
Okay.
B. Jones?
B. Jones.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. Okay.
Wait,
and
did you
then
give us-
BC.
Did you give us your predictions, Guns?
I said Houston. Yep.
No, you
Cougs.
said Houston.
Cougs, yeah.
Is it at Houston?
It is. It is a home game for Cougs.
And it's gonna be third string as well, right? From Colorado starting.
Give me the Buffs.
Oh, okay. Colorado. All right. I like this. I gotta be honest, BC. I love the courage because Raul and B Jones just keep copying me, basically. No, I'm just kidding. But, all right, we got three more games here, guys. Kansas State at Arizona. This is another Friday night game. Kansas State is the favorite by 1.5. I mean, I gotta go Wildcats. I am not a believer in Kansas State, and I feel like there is this curse of when you lose in Ireland, you just have a horrible season. So I'm gonna go Arizona here.
So the
Raul.
luck of the Irish is not a real thing, then. It's an opposite for us or for the U.S.
Yeah.
Go roll.
What you got, Raul?
Yeah, this one's a tough one. Next game, let me go first because then you're gonna say I'm copying you, but I'm gonna have to go Arizona as well.
No worries, no, just listen. B Jones.
Where's this game?
At Arizona in Tucson.
Home team.
All right, home team it is. All right, NBC.
They don't have Coach True, so give me Arizona.
All right. Next game here is a rivalry game. Pitt going to West Virginia. Pitt is a 6.5 point favorite. I'm going West Virginia. I understand they lost last week, but I just, again, rivalry games. Rich Rod they got. He's gonna bring out some of the old stuff that he did. So I'm gonna go West Virginia. Raul.
Give me Pittsburgh.
All right, perfect. B Jones.
Pitt.
All right, and BC.
Did you say it was at West Virginia?
At West Virginia, yes.
I'll go with
Rivalry
West Virginia. Screw the head coach for Penn State or Pittsburgh.
You got West Virginia, sorry?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. All right.
it's good split.
All right, last game here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the picks, but Clemson traveling to Georgia Tech in Atlanta. The spread is 2.5 Clemson. Again, Clemson's coming off the rough
This is the last
game.
game?
Huh?
This is the last game?
This is the last one for us, yes.
I'm surprised you're not doing the South Florida and Miami one.
Nah, too big of a spread, so that's why. I always focus on the spread to determine our non-Big Ten games.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Yeah. Yes. So I have Clemson. I do think they can get it going. I just feel like their defense is going to be too much for Georgia Tech. So that's my thoughts. Raul.
Yeah, Clemson as well.
Okay. B Jones.
Haynes King is kind of nice though. Yeah.
Go for it. That will have everybody has different picks if you're leaning that way.
But like Gunn says, Clemson's defense is a little too much, man. I think Clemson's gonna take it.
Okay. And lastly, B C.
I'm going to go with Georgia Tech because Clemson
Great
looks
pick.
very vulnerable against Troy.
Excellent
Troy.
pick.
You're
You're right.
And Haynes Kane, dude can run the ball. So he's
You make a
tough.
fair point.
All right. Well, there it is, guys. There's week 3 of our picks.
Yeah.
We'll give you an update who's the winner
All right.
on Sunday.
One-
I'm
I'm gonna switch my pick because I want to at least have a chance to win outright.
Which one are you switching?
Give me Minnesota.
What the heck?
Wow, this man's going back to I guess we'll accept this since the show is not over. We'll accept the flip floppers over there.
I have the exact same pick, so I want to at least have.
What do you mean we haven't had the exact same picks? I'm the one that's been picking the.
I said B Jones. I said B Jones and I.
Also, you didn't want to be like me and B Jones for the past couple weeks.
I don't want to have
I'm
the
doing
exact
something
same
wrong.
record. So
All right. To be fair, anybody else would like to flip a pick here? Or
Come
no,
on, B
everyone is
Jones.
set in
Whatever.
stone?
I mean, Corey Parrish is kind of nice, man. I don't know.
Wait, who?
Corey Parrish.
No.
Yeah, playing offense too this year.
Yep. But no, I'm gonna stick to my guns, man.
All right, perfect. All right. Well, there it is. Like I said, we'll find out who's the winner or potentially winners if there's a tie for Sunday. But BC, did you have something? Or no?
Blackiechainz either gonna have a great week or it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, he might. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be crying. No, but I just want to say I think South Florida is going to beat Miami, by the way.
Okay, I like that. All right.
They have
One
that
last
momentum
thing.
going on right now. So
One last thing. Notre Dame can lose now. Let them loose. I hope they lose at this point now.
I'm actually kind of thinking about switching to Texas A&M, but
Go for it if you want.
I mean, I've already kind of sabotaged this week anyway, so why not, right?
Where is it?
You got a
Is
few
that-
minutes
Notre
for the
Dame.
log.
Notre Dame.
It's at Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, no.
Do you want to switch or no?
YOLO, going Texas A&M. YOLO, switch it up.
Hey,
Switch
that's
it
gonna
up. Let's go. Let's go. I'm switching it up.
That's gonna be the one to do you in. Watch.
Yeah. What do you mean that's the one? I've had like 5 other picks that are completely opposite from you guys. either you guys, like, I don't know, but like how many picks do I have that's different from everyone else?
I like 5.
One,
I have New Mexico.
two,
Well, since Raul decided to switch it up,
three,
I don't have Minnesota.
4, 5,
Damn.
6, 7.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
god,
trying to bury yourself this week.
this could hurt. I'm gonna come back with a whole bunch of egg on my face. Who knows? Maybe I could be laughing at you guys. So
Possibly, like I said.
Yeah.
That Minnesota Cal game is honestly a very close one, in my opinion.
I agree.
at least we're not betting money on this. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
It's just bragging rights at this point, unless we want to bet at the very end or something like that. We can bet the CFB the college football playoffs.
Push-ups, man. Bet some push-ups. Y'all running from push-ups is crazy.
I do push-ups every day. I ain't running for that shit.
Hey,
I'm not running from it. I need
I
push-ups.
ain't doing 100, but
why?
yes.
100 is light, man.
All right, we're going to end the show with this here. Okay, so all right, guys. So definitely go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate all the people who've shown up to the stream, and definitely shout outs to the Boiler Express podcast for coming on the show. And yeah, and if you still want to get a chain, you still have time to get a chain. I'm still printing them out, so let me know if you want a chain. And yeah, I'll probably post a link about it on my Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, I don't know what's going on. But other than that, we're going to get out of here.
Let me just say this one last thing to answer AC Weedu. I'm gonna have to go Canelo. Unfortunately, it's a big weight advantage.
Yeah, for sure, Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo. I think Canelo's going to go.
I'm excited for that fight, though.
Uh-oh.
Crawford's not gonna, he's gonna give him a fight.
Yeah, I'll say Crawford, man. I think Canelo's just a little past his prime, man. But yeah, don't get me wrong. That weight difference isn't gonna make a difference.
It's like 3 weight classes if you think about it, because Crawford was fighting before he went up. It was his first fight at that weight level. He's going up 2 weight levels to fight Canelo. So he's basically going up 3 weight levels, in my opinion.
It's fair.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
gonna be a
That's
good
my
fight.
reason.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm glad our game doesn't go
Crossover.
into the fight, basically. So that's what I'm most happy about.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll be back on Sunday with our post Purdue show and just go over what we liked and what we didn't like during that game. And but yeah, until next time, keep the torch burning bright. As always,
I don't.
I don't.